Nemegata is the old name of the place where my great-grandparents were from in Colombia. And I was kind of digging through the old Muisca language that's native of that region, and it might mean something like the fire of the jaguar or the mountain cat or the path of the mountain cat. So I just thought it was a nice idea, and I always heard about that name when I was a kid. So I decided to name the band Nemegata.
How would you describe your sound if someone was like, what is that?
To put it into simple terms, I guess it would be like a psychedelic South American music or Latin music. So it's not really fusion. Like, I don't like to call it fusion because we're not playing rock music with the drum grooving along with it. We're actually like coming from the traditional side, like understanding how the form works, or the melodies, or the style of singing, the phrasing. We're like translating accordion lines or gaita lines on the synthesizer or the guitar, you know, so we're using that language into other instruments.
You and your bandmates, Cesar and Fabian, You're all from Colombia, right?
Yes.
But you guys met here in Austin, is that correct?
We met here, yeah. I was living in New York some years ago. Cesar was in Canada. Fabian was the only one that was living in Austin. And we met here through other musicians, collaborating with other bands, and just became really good friends. And then we're just like, let's, you want to make this band with me? So we just went for it.
Right on. What is y'all's interpretation of Austin? Like, how do you feel about it? Has it been receptive to this music?
It's been receptive for sure. And I really felt that the first few times I came, and in part that was the reason why I decided to move here, among other things, with my wife. But I saw that there was an opportunity to build the project and really have the spaces to showcase it. And there is, I mean, other bands before have opened up that space. I think have, like Grupo Fantasma, Juanichicha. They've really like, with the machete, open up the space to like really establish, this is music that it's in Spanish and you can dance to it, and it has these other influences. It's not just blues or country or whatever sounds maybe are more from Texas. So there's definitely, the space is there.
This jamming and stuff y'all did, was this the second album that you recently put out?
Yes.
And what was it called?
Voces.
Okay. But then you just recently re-recorded that acoustic, is that right?
Yeah, some tracks from that album, and then from the first album, which is Hushawu. Very like all acoustic, very roots. So we incorporated a lot of percussion instruments, really showcasing where the main influence is coming from.
How did you discover all these different styles and learn about them?
When I was maybe about 8 years old in Colombia, I joined a lot of the traditional groups. A lot of the small towns have these places called Casa de la Cultura, which they're like these community centers where kids can take music classes or dance or painting or different things like that. So there was a group that played Indian traditional music, and I started playing bombo, tambora. But I was always surrounded by that type of music, and my dad always liked listening to that music at home. And then when I moved to the States, I was 12, and I couldn't go back for like 12 years. So music became like my obsession and my way to cope with not being there. So I started really digging more, like what's all this music there? I'm not there, but I need to know these things. I can't disconnect. I was very reluctant to adapt to the American society, very rebellious, didn't want to speak English, didn't want to speak it properly. It was just like, no. So that, made me really invested in Colombian traditions. And while my friends were reading about Harry Potter, I was reading about San Basilio de Palenque or Bullerengue or something. So that's where it comes from, like just that willingness to keep that link to Colombian culture.
can people expect when they go to a Nemegata show?
We really like to create an experience. Sometimes, if the venue has the capacity, we work with the lights to kind of really enhance our sound. Sometimes we project some visuals, like maybe images of the mountains in Colombia, or just visualizers that kind of react to the music. We pay close attention to the way we dress on stage, because we really want it to be a show, and like really just step into this character and bring that to the audience, that full visual, auditory experience, you know.
You guys are really close musically and on stage, and you know, you can sense that. And you know, what's the feeling, the camaraderie between you guys like?
It's deep. We became really good friends before working on a band together, and I mean, music brought us together, but that built a really strong friendship, and I think that's been the key element, that we're very close. We're always with our families, sharing, watching the soccer match. So when we go on stage, it's like we just bring that same vibe. We're just like chilling in the living room, you know. So I really cherish that, because it's beautiful that we can communicate as friends, as brothers, make beautiful music together, have fun, and just experience that together.